Now you have more than a voice.
Nnamdi Azikiwe, popularly known as Zik, was a prominent Nigerian nationalist and the first president of Nigeria. He was born on November 16, 1904 in Zungeru, which was then part of the British Protectorate of Northern Nigeria.
In defense of my honor, and with due deference to those concerned, I submit.
Azikiwe played a significant role in the fight for Nigeria's independence from British colonial.
This is African News on Voice of the People Television, where we don't just bring you the news, we bring you Africa's heartbeats, the policies that shapes our world, and the economy that determines our future. African News on Voice of the People Television. Stay with us.
Voice of the People, you can hear me now. My name is Patrick Doyle, and I wish that you continue to echo the voices of the people. Big up VOP TV.
My name is Suibifa Dokubo. Please keep watching VOP TV.
Hi, my name is Kwekumali Ikenda Onyekwena, and I am with the Voice of the People TV. Now, if you're looking for the veritable channel for information, politics, robust discussions, you don't need to go far. VOP has you. VOP will always have you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Patrick Diabwa, aka Ibani Chuka. I'm about the Eagle King, and you are watching VOPT.
Hello there, good evening, and welcome to Political Lens on Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. I am Chukwuma Okoro, and just in case you don't know, we are broadcasting on Metro SL TV channel 264. On YouTube and other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. On the show today, chaos in Senate during ambassadorial screening. No automatic ticket for you, LP, to Peter Obi, as federal government approves 94,000 new enlistments into the security agencies. Well, I've been joined in the studio here by Dr. Peter Anosike. Dr. Anosike is, first of all, a philosopher, a journalist, a business consultant, and political affairs analyst. He's also an author. Good evening, Dr. Anosike, and thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you, sir. Now, let's get into it. The Senate witnessed a heated clash between Senators Adams Oshomole and Alain Dume during the screening of former presidential aide to Goodluck Jonathan and Reno Omokri for an ambassadorial position. Tension escalated when Oshomole attempted to speak extensively about Omokri's nomination, prompting Ndume to interrupt and insist on following Senate procedure. While the back and forth quickly turned personal, with Oshomole accusing Ndume of disregarding protocol and Ndume countering that the Senate should not be turned into a joke. Well, Oshomole pressed on, arguing that public interest required a discussion of alleged concerns surrounding Omokri's nomination, while Ndume insisted that no formal petition existed to justify such claims. The argument intensified with verbal jabs about political experience and hierarchy when Oshomole said, well, I've been a governor before I became a senator, and people that have never been governors before should not interrupt me when I'm speaking. Well, that forced the chairman of the Senate committee, Senator Abubakar Bello, to intervene repeatedly to restore order. Throughout the confrontation, Omokri remained silent, unsure of how the heated exchange might influence his confirmation. Well, the drama followed another embarrassing incident from the previous day when ambassadorial nominee Emmanuel Adeyemi failed to correctly name all three senators from his home state of Ekiti. His entourage attempted to secretly Google the missing names, sparking outrage from lawmakers over declining preparedness among nominees. Senators expressed concern about the competence of high-level appointees, though some pleaded for leniency. The controversies added significant tension to the ongoing screening of President Tinubu's 65 ambassadorial nominees. Let's have an audio of that clip that is playing on the screen now, so that Dr. Anosike can help us make sense of what transpired yesterday in the Senate.
Those who are
are already on seat should take a bow or go, as has been done since yesterday. Then if there is any other thing, the fifth person could also be asked to go.
No, there's a motion already.
Until you are called, you cannot shut me down.
No, he's not talking to you. He wasn't talking to you.
Let the chairman preside.
He wasn't talking to you. 1 minute.
These are people.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. motion on ground. You can either defeat the motion or let it survive. But all right. So how come you have other people have spoken?
Senator Adams, he wasn't. Go ahead.
I have the authority of the chairman.
Please go ahead.
Chairman, you cannot exercise power that you don't have.
You don't exercise.
Chairman, I want to thank you, Senate leader, and my colleagues. I cannot be intimidated by people who go here and there. After all, we see people on television questioning this list.
Please ask
Mr. Chairman, sir.
The procedure is that if there is a motion on ground, it should be seconded. If it is not seconded, it's dead.
It's dead. So allow me to continue. Mr. Chairman, you have allowed me. Please protect me.
Senator Adams, conclude. Your time is going. Conclude.
All right. Mr. Chairman, I think I needed to speak on this in the public interest. With particular reference to the nominee, Reno. Because we cannot pretend we have not had stories.
We can't work on stories.
For me,
there is no petition before the
for me.
Look, this is
for me.
You should not return the Senate. Don't Allah command the Senate. Senate is not a job. Senate.
The power of example that he is a pragmatist. He is not detained by old feelings. You may have doubt, suspicion about anyone until you have the opportunity to so perform. Indeed, you don't know anyone until you give him the driver's, you hand over to him the steering of a vehicle. This young man has shown that where he sees a compelling evidence in the interest of the Nigerian nation, he will not be ashamed to say that I was wrong in my assumption. From what I have seen, this man is working and he deserves the support of all those who want progressive governance. The second side of the argument is that we have a president. We have a president who has shown that by the power of example, the minimum requirement of leadership. And here I will proudly say...
all right, Dr. Anosike, I'm sure you have listened to this clip before, but I just had to play it again and over because of our viewer at home who probably has not seen it. Now, I would like for you to react to the altercation in the Senate, you know, the more like the clash between the senators during the confirmation. And I want you to put it within the context of the duty that they went to the Senate to do at that moment, that particular period.
Well, one, that to start with, both of them are even on the same page. Understand? By being on the same page, both of them want Reno to be confirmed. So what that understand? So, but it is it's a pity that a matter of national concern, national interest, should be turned into a battle of me and you, because I have listened to senators from the other parts of the world. The kind of that's quantitative or substantive arguments that they make, but here they turn everything into, they politicize everything, turn everything into a joke. This is a matter of national concern, because these are the people that are going to our mirror in the other parts of the country. Understand?
In the other parts of the country or in other parts of the world?
In the other parts of the world, okay. Understand me? So there are the people that are being screened, those who are going to be our Nigerian image in the other parts. So it's supposed to be a serious business and not what should be turned into I have been a governor. If you have not been a governor, you shouldn't talk while I'm talking. Understand? Because whatever they do there is going to affect us either positively or negatively. Therefore, those people are supposed to be thoroughly screened. Thoroughly screened. I understand the issue of those who have been public officers being told to bow and go. Because once you appointed a public officer, DSS screens you.
Okay.
Understand? DSS screens you before you are sworn in. They have confirmed that you are not a security risk.
Okay.
Understand me? So telling some people to bow and go, to me, that is not all that bad. But for those who have skeletons in their cupboard, understand?
Okay.
Or who has lost their character and integrity, they should be thoroughly screened to find out whether they are supposed to represent us in the other parts of the world.
Now, you say, according to you, asking because the DSS and the security agencies have screened these people up front.
That's before
they
maybe public officers.
Yes. So you don't have a problem with the Senate say take a bow and go. That's your position.
Yes.
Now, before I question you on that, furthermore, you said something like, I mean, this is not the kind of thing that we should see taking jabs, personal jabs at fellow political
a matter of
officials,
national
importance. We also saw during the campaigns, Trump and John McCain. John McCain said, well, I don't want to get into debate with people who never tested war. And what did Trump say? Well, I don't want to get into debate with people who were prisoners of war.
With a general that was captured in war.
In the war.
But that was an election period.
Okay.
That's different from trying to confirm. From screening ambassadors. Understand me? That time is an election period, and in an election, your responsibility is to make your opponent to look as bad as possible.
As bad as possible, and it's acceptable.
Yes.
Okay. Now, talking about that too, let's come to the screening proper. You say you don't have any problem with the Senate saying take a bow and go, without having to grill these people, especially when we are looking at people who are going to present Nigeria outside. Their foreign policy directions. How much they understand Nigeria's place, Nigeria's foreign policy initiatives and directions and all of that. Don't you think that Senate should do well, to query them, grill them, and understand their perspectives?
That's why I say this is a national business. It's a serious business, and we are supposed to have thorough screening.
But you said it's okay to say take a bow and leave.
That's why I say for those who have been public officers, because character is what they want to verify first.
Okay.
The character of the individual.
Is it the character or the knowledge area, the knowledge
character first?
Character.
Everything surrounds
what if you have good character but you don't have knowledge of what you are going to do?
You can learn that, but you don't learn character at old age.
Okay, but diplomats are also trained. They go to finishing schools and all of that.
That's why character should be the most important thing.
Okay,
understand me? Once you have character, you can now learn the other things.
Okay, now talking about, aside from Reno's character deficiency, which has been on the spotlight, globally, you see how Mike Arnold is shredding him, and Nigerians are saying no, the president. In fact, Delta Democratic Forum said, look, Mr. President, you need to step down Reno's nomination and all of that. Aside from this character deficiency, do you think that he has the mental capacity, mental capability to do the job? To be an ambassador.
From what he has gone through, this guy is from one. That he's a failed father and a failed husband. And that is, that's an organized person. Understand? I'm expecting, for me, any country that Reno is sent to, Nigerians in that country should organize a protest rejecting him. Any country that Reno or Omokri is sent to, Nigerians in that country should organize a protest rejecting him. That is not the mirror of Nigeria.
Wouldn't that be too late? Because at that time, the agreement would have been signed and the letter of credence issued.
I say any country that is going to.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigeria should rise up and say, this man That's what it takes to represent us.
People from Delta State, his home state, did, and the president didn't listen to them. So what gives you the impression that when he gets to his post, his outpost, that the president will not compel those people to ignore what Nigerians are saying?
But let them do it, understand me? Okay. Let them do it. Let the country know that this man is not the mirror of Nigerians. Okay. That this man does not represent Nigerians. That this man is not who Nigerians are. Okay, so because all the information about him is in the internet, and once it's posted, sent to any country, they will go to online and find out who he is, and all this information will come out. Understand? So if Nigerians keep quiet whenever he is posted, it means okay. Understand me? So for me, any country Reno is posted to, Nigerians there should embark on a protest. That's my position. Okay, that's your position. Now, Dr. Nosike, I would like for us to go back to the screening process. You know, I'm looking at how Senate confirms people. We have talked about knowledge and character. You recall, I don't know if you watched the screening of Condoleezza Rice, you know, who transformed from National Security Advisor to Secretary of State in the United States of America. Sure. On the day of a confirmation, the confirmation started around 11 a.m. in the morning and ended way into like after 9 p.m. in the night. And at the point, she had only 3 senators left with her, grilling her, asking her foreign policy questions and all of that. And you see the job she did as Secretary of State. You know, a lot of people rate her 60, 70 over 100. Do you think, when will we get to that point where it wouldn't be a matter of, whoa, DSS has screened you, police has, NFIU has screened you, take a bow and go? It cannot be in the present Nigeria. The current Secretary of State in the United States, Kennedy. Secretary of State? Of Health, okay. Kennedy was great for 2 days. Okay. 2 days, understand? He was answering questions on all the policies, Obamacare, abortion, for 2 good days, understand? From both Republicans and Democrats. All of them, they threw a political party aside because this national interest at stake. This is not national interest at stake. But here, they politicize everything. They take everything as a joke. So for me, the crop of Nigerians that I'm seeing now will not even get there in the next 100 years. No, honestly, now you sound very scary. You don't understand. Will not get there in the next. I can bet with anything. With the crop of Nigerians. What gives you that impression? Is it because of the characters in the Senate at the moment? The characters, the political culture that we are building. Understand me, the quality of arguments. Understand me, the worldview, how Nigerians are looking at things. That's with bias lens. Ethnicity, religion, and so on and so forth. Understand? So I don't see Nigeria getting there in the next 100 years. Now, if you go through the list of nominees, how many perfect fits do you see for the job? I mean, if you go through the list, you know, just do randomly, talk about Reno Omokri, FFK, Yakub Muhammad, Okezi Bazo, Ugwani, and all of those people, Erolu Ajimobi. How many perfect fits do you see? Well, for me, none of that is based on merit. None of those nominees was based on merit. It was just compensation, reward for one job done or the other. Okay. There's nobody, understand? The Ugwanyis of this world, the Okeses of this world must have put there by Nyesom Wike as part of the G5 that helped APC to win. Reno Omokri, compensation or reward for attacks on P2B. So there's nobody there to me that his nomination was based on merit. How about Ibok Ete Ibas, former Chief of Naval Staff? For seeding APC, for Delta to APC. He organized that mock election that made the APC to be controlling all the local government in River State. So he has to be rewarded for a job well done. Before then, he has served as Chief of Naval Staff. Doesn't that eminently qualify him for qualify him as a what? As an ambassador? Yes. Of which country? Of any country in the world. It doesn't. Because this is a different ball game. This is it. Being a chief of naval staff, they don't teach you math. Understand me? Okay. So for me, it is the job he did for Tinubu and Nyesom Wike in Rivers that qualify him to be there.
Okay, Dr. Anosike, if you come to this...
You can also tell me that the former INEC chairman is also qualified because he's a professor.
A professor of what? Strategic studies? Political science? So is he not qualified?
All of them
away
are
from
there.
Character. I want to ask you this question.
All of them are there based... None is based on merit.
None is based on merit.
Understand me?
Okay, now, and you just brought in the issue of Mahmoud Yakubu. He's, by the way, a professor of political science. Now, let's move away from that. I want to ask you, who, to you, is the chief diplomat of Nigeria at this moment? Who serves as the chief diplomat?
President Bola Tinubu. It should be those in government, understand me? Bola Tinubu should be the number one, the chief marketer of Nigeria.
The driver of Nigeria's foreign policy.
The chief marketer.
Okay.
Understand? The number one citizen
now,
should be the chief marketer.
What is the place of the Minister for Foreign Affairs?
Minister of Foreign Affairs that couldn't defend the country.
No, forget whether he defended or what. What should be...
He's not doing any good job
but
for
the role of the Minister of Foreign Affairs is that of what? Number one diplomat.
It is his responsibility to coordinate, understand, the ambassadors, okay, if there are any, and again to project Nigeria image.
Which more like makes him, aside from the president, which makes him Nigeria's chief diplomat. I ask you this in the light of the fact that in the recent past, Colin Powell, who served as Joint Chief of Staff in the United States of America, was chosen by Bush II as Secretary of State, who is, by the way, the chief diplomat in the United States. So, in comparison, Ibas, Chief of Naval Staff, Colin Powell, Joint Chief of Staff, is there any difference?
One, training is very, very important.
Okay.
Understand? Training is very, very important, and character is also very, very important. Understand? What do you have against Powell until he became the joint chief of staff? Understand me?
Okay.
The issue is...
So is there anything we have against Ebal before he became chief of naval staff?
No.
Okay.
But what spoiled him is
his role in River State.
Suspending making himself a tool to be used to suspend democracy.
No, Dr. Anosike, let's move away from that debate because it wasn't Ibas that suspended democracy, it was the president.
And he allowed himself
to be used.
Okay,
now let's look at appointments made so far by this administration in terms of even spread, eligibility for roles and the processes within the context of nation building. How will you capture it?
Well, the government is basically government of the Yorubas, by the Yorubas and for the Yorubas.
In terms of spread?
The government is basically government of the Yorubas, by the Yorubas and for the Yorubas. Economy is everything. Who are those dominating it? It is the Yorubas. Understand me? It is the Yorubas that are dominating the economy, which is the government. But it didn't start with Tinubu. That's the same thing that Obasanjo did when he was the president of the country.
Who dominated the economy?
Yorubas.
Okay.
I can name all of them.
Under Obasanjo.
Under Obasanjo. So that's why it did not start
from. Can we interrogate Obasanjo's regime briefly? Minister of Finance and coordinating Minister of the Economy.
I'm talking was Okonjo Iweala.
Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria.
Sanusi, a Yoruba man, was before Soludo was appointed.
Okay.
Understand me?
So Sanusi's tenure expired.
Then
and he didn't pick another Yoruba man.
He picked an Igbo man.
Okay.
Understand?
Minister of Budget and Planning.
Then, who is that?
No, you tell me now.
under him, the economy was held tight by the Yorubas.
And that's what I'm asking you. Can you name how? You said you could name.
Okay, let me start with where our money is between MPA, understand? Okay. MPA and NPC, understand? Then CBN, understand? So if you go back to history and check, all these areas we are dominated by the Yorubas under Obasanjo.
I mean, if MPA collects the money, where do they send it to? Either to CBN or who controls it? Minister of Finance.
CBN.
Okay.
Understand me? And the guy in charge then was a Yoruba man. Okay. One Sanusi. Understand? And then
now that's the point. When Sanusi left, he chose an Igbo man.
He chose an Igbo man.
Okay.
Understand me?
And after that, who again? From Soludo, we went to.
No, that's from Soludo is when this
Lamido came.
The current emir of Kano came.
And after him, we had Ifeanyi Emefiele.
We had the Ifeanyi Emefiele. Yeah. So, understand?
Has it not been balanced enough?
So I say at one point under his regime.
Okay. At one point
under.
Now you are looking at spread. Now let's look at eligibility. Fit for the job, fit for purpose.
One, I'm not happy with the way that our ministers are being screened.
Okay.
I'm not happy with the way our public officers are being screened. I have made several calls that a portfolio should be attached to any minister going to the Senate. Understand? Okay. And this is what we are not doing. Why America's Secretary of Health was screened for 2 days was because they already know
he was going to health.
He was going that to health. But the minister is just nominated. Nobody knows where he's going that to serve. What questions will you ask him? Because you don't know his portfolio. Understand? So they rig it from the start. Okay, an instance, under Muhammadu Buhari, the Minister of Education, Adamu, said he did not know anything about education until he was made minister.
And he was supervising a professor of education.
Understand me? So now, assuming that people know that he was going to become the Minister of Education, questions should have been based on education. His policies, his programs, understand me, how he is going to deal with ASU, and so on and so forth. But because senators don't have this information, that's why they'll just ask you, what 2 times 2? Sing national anthem, then bow and go. So from the beginning, the screening process is rigged. And until they begin to attach portfolios to ministers, it will continue being rigged.
Now, Dr. Anosike, if we have this pattern of uneven distribution of positions, how do we go about nation building? Is it possible for us to become one people, one nation, one country that we aspire to be? I mean, we have always been told that, look, Nigeria's unity is non-negotiable because Nigeria is one indivisible, indissoluble entity. With this pattern, is it possible for us to achieve that?
Chukuma, my own concern is not even where anybody comes from,
okay,
but competence. Understand me? But competence. I know when the Nigeria Super Eagles then and the Green Eagles, we are using a federal character in football. Our football did not go anywhere. Understand? Our football did not go anywhere because you must bring that's and how someone, whether he's good or not, to complete that circle. Understand me? So my own is competence. Somebody who knows the job and is going to do the job. That's my concern. Understand? And not where somebody comes from. I'm from Abia State. So to fill a quarter, you bring an idiot from Abia State. To me, it doesn't make sense. Understand? Competence should be our watchword.
Now, there are concerns that if you base everything on merit, that some sets of people will be left out in the race.
But there will be development.
There will be development.
And once there are development, everybody will be happy.
Are you aware of what they call the Affirmative Act in the United States of America? What does it talk about? Carrying people along, people of different tribes, races, and, you know.
What,
does it differentiate from federal character here?
It is from there that this is the federal character of 1976. Can understand me? Okay. That political appointments, that no particular ethnic group should dominate
the other,
or the others. That should be a sense of belonging. Okay. That's what that federal character said,
so
which was borrowed from from affirmative medicine in the United States.
Now, does that promote incompetence?
Once it goes that every community must bring a person, what of when they don't have a competent person? What
Okay, so apparently it breeds incompetence.
It brings that's incompetence,
which leads to underdevelopment.
Understand me? So if competent people are in office and the country is developing, people are happy, nobody will care where anybody is coming from.
All right, Dr. Anosike, let's see how it goes. Let's get into the second topic of discussion. The Labour Party has announced that it will not grant an automatic presidential ticket to any aspirant ahead of the 2027 general election, stating that even former candidate Peter Obi must participate in competitive primaries if he chooses to run. Well, according to National Publicity Secretary Obi Oraifo, the party's internal democratic processes will not be compromised and all candidates must emerge through a properly convened convention. He added that Obi has not communicated with the current leadership for about a year, reflecting the lingering distance between both sides. The strained relationship between Obi and LP chairman Julius Abure stems from disagreements following the 2023 election. Obi's allies accused Abure of mismanaging party funds, refusing accountability and attempting to dominate party structures, while Abure dismissed these allegations. Multiple court battles and internal factions further deepened the crisis, forcing Obi to pull back from party activities and feeling uncertainty about his political direction. Meanwhile, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, has also urged Obi to decide on joining its proposed coalition, but maintains that it will not adjust its zoning to accommodate him. Well, Obi, however, has expressed concerns about instability within the coalition, though his media office denies granting the interview where he made the comment. His allies say he is still consulting widely before determining his political future as the 2027 election cycle approaches. Dr. Anosike, we are back to Peter Obi and his president. No automatic ticket for you or
factional LP.
How do you react to that? And I was coming to that.
Factional
Obi
LP.
Oraifo is saying, look, under the leadership of Abure. Who is Abure in the LP?
Understand me. So that's why, for me, these are shoe shiners. But ordinarily, you don't reserve a ticket for anybody. That's generally speaking.
Okay.
Generally speaking, you don't reserve a ticket. When you reserve a ticket, it is no more democracy.
Except someone who is already an incumbent.
Except somebody, that's in America that they call right of first refusal,
yes,
which is for the incumbent.
For the incumbent.
Understand? So you don't reserve a ticket for somebody. If you reserve it, it becomes an imposition. Okay. One of the beauties of democracy is choice. People must choose between 2 or 3 candidates.
Contestation.
Understand me? So you don't reserve a ticket for somebody, and this is just a faction of LP, because the Nana Osman own is still there, understand? And they are not making any steps.
Now, when you reduce it to a faction of the Labour Party, these factions seem to be doing more. Always in the public place, always issuing statements and all of that.
Empty drums always make more noise. So that's what we are
drums,
saying.
But you have to show up. You know, if you want to get born, you have to get close to the sun. A lot of people, when you talk about Labour Party, the first thing that comes into their mind is Julius Abure. And so between perception and reality, who do you think is the authentic leadership of the Labour Party at this moment?
One, it is INEC that can make that decision.
Okay.
It is INEC. But in politics, silence is a powerful tool. Keeping people guessing is a very powerful tool. Understand me? So, Peter Obi, for me, I know is consulting, because there's and the tides, understand, is shaky everywhere. So, and if you don't consult well, you can make a mistake. But I know that P2B will never return back to Labour Party.
He will never return to Labour Party?
He will not return back to Labour Party. Even either that of Osman, Nanadi Osman or Abure. Understand? So, but he has said that he will make his decision known very soon. Okay. So we should wait for him to. You cannot stampede him that to make a decision.
Now, from the politics you understand, you are aware that Peter Obi will never return to the Labour Party. So that's a closed door for him.
Sure.
Now, if you understand the permutations, you know, the dynamics of politics in the past 2 years, where do you think that Obi is likely headed? Just a guess.
Well,
you don't have to be accurate, just a guess.
Well, for me, I know that Obi will join the coalition.
ADC.
I know that P2B will join the coalition.
Okay, you think that he will join
I know that P2B will join the coalition.
Okay.
Understand?
So what gives you that impression?
Because it's only a coalition that will unseat Boname Tinubu.
Okay.
It's only a coalition. And everywhere in the world, even in Africa, where incumbent has been defeated, they were defeated by a coalition.
In Ghana, was it a coalition?
Ghana, it was economy. Understand? Or the first coming of the current president, the economy was better in his tenure. Understand me? Than his successor.
No, I asked that question in light of the fact that you say that any part of the world, you know, where an incumbent is displaced.
I say any part of Africa. As any part of Africa.
And I just pointed Ghana. I mean, it was between NDC and MPP.
Yes.
There was no coalition.
Economy. Ghanaians felt that their life was better under Mahama.
Okay,
before Kufu. So they say, let us bring back that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you see that situation happening here? Because the economy, like a lot of people are saying, look, the economy has tanked, it's taking a nosedive, we're not making progress and all of that. If you looked at, I don't know if you have looked at the 2026-2028 medium-term expenditure framework. I mean, it's very scary if you go deep into it, because the benchmark thresholds are practically the same like we have had.
Understand me.
So which means, do you think that's going to play a part
we are not
in
going,
2027?
Nigeria, one, is a difficult country. Sentiment is very, very strong in Nigeria. Okay. Understand? Ethnicity is strong, religion is strong. So, so it is only a coalition that can get Tinubu out of office. Well, if these parties want to do it individually, they will divide their votes and Tinubu will
win again. Now let's go back to the coalition. What role do you think that P2B will play in the ADC?
David Mark has said that there's no automatic ticket for anybody.
Bolaji Abdullahi has said the same thing.
So whoever is coming is going to in football they call it fight for your shirt.
Okay.
So whoever is coming there that to contest is going to fight for his shirt. Mind you, Rotimi Amechi, when they said that he's thinking of running with Atiku, Rotimi Amechi said he's not going to run with anybody, that he wants the top job.
Don't you think that's a decoy? Could it be a decoy?
No, politicians say that's you can have a different thing in your mind and say a different thing.
Exactly my question. It could be a decoy, you know.
So, but this is everybody, according to ADC spokesperson and David Mark, understand? They say that they are going to be a primary for whoever wants to contest the presidency in the party.
The Labour Party has said, our ticket, we can't guarantee you, Peter Obi, you have to go to the ring. ADC has said the same thing. And
that's democracy.
That's democracy.
That's democracy.
But like the kind of politics we play here, which you have alluded to, does it look like Peter Obi is the target? Because Peter is one person, they say, Nigerians say that he doesn't like going to primaries, because in primaries, you have to dole out a lot of money. Not that he doesn't have money, but he doesn't find it, you know,
no, Peter,
he doesn't find it convenient
to
give money.
Not finding that's buying votes.
Buying votes. He doesn't do that.
Buying votes.
Okay, so does it look like they are trying to create entry barriers for him, you know, so that it will be difficult for him, you know, to come in and contest? And if he loses out, if he eventually gets to the primaries and he loses out, because a lot of people have built this kind of, you know, larger than life image on Atiku Abubakar as the new owner of the ADC. If Obi gets into contest with him, and Nigerians know that, look, Atiku Abubakar has the deep pockets to buy over delegates and all of that, and Obi loses out, what will be his next move? Can you predict?
One, I'm not P2B, okay. Number one. And number two, no, I cannot say what Obi can do. But
you just said he will end up in the ADC.
I said he will join the coalition.
He will join the coalition.
P2B would join the coalition. Okay. And as we speak, all these presidential candidates, including the APC themselves, are conducting internal opinion polls. Understand me? All of them are conducting internal opinion polls. And I can tell you for free, both the one that Tinubu is conducting, the one that Atiku is conducting, P2B is leading among the youths.
Okay.
P2B is leading among the youths. And over 65% of Nigeria population are youths under the age of 35. So that shows you why, even though P2B is not holding any political position now, whenever he makes a statement on Onoga, the Tinubu attacking boys, that will be on him, because he is leading at the polls as we speak.
Now, Dr. Nosike, before we leave this topic, how strong do you think that the obedient movement remains? How strong? Are they still vibrant?
Obedient movement is still vibrant, and other Nigerians are also joining. All they are waiting for is a direction from P2B.
Okay, you think that the fire is still there?
All they are waiting for is direction from P2B, because things are getting worse. We're now moving from fry pan to fire in the country.
Okay.
Understand me?
But he has also lost some key people. Director of mobilization left. The other woman left. And
who?
People from the obedient movement.
Well, I'm committed. People who are not committed. People who are in the like of Reno, Omokri, Fanika Yode, those who are in politics for stomach infrastructure. When they wait, they don't see money coming, they can go. Somebody, like, what is his name? Kenneth Okonkwo. Understand?
The director of mobilization said he spent over 40 million naira of his personal money, you know, to do mobilization, print posters, open websites, and all of that. And the Obi never asked for one day, how are you managing all of these things? And he had to quit. I'm asking that in light of the fact you said that, look, the obedient movement is still very strong and vibrant. And up until this moment, I've not heard that they have a new director of mobilization.
They are waiting for Peter Obi to give direction. This is where I am.
Okay, now they are waiting for Peter Obi. Now let's get into our final topic of discussion. The federal government has approved the recruitment of over 94,000 new security personnel to combat rising insecurity nationwide. As part of this plan, the Police Service Commission, PSC, in collaboration with the Nigerian Police Force, will enlist 50,000 police constables, with the recruitment portal scheduled to open from December 15, 2025 to January 25, 2026. The initiative follows President Bola Tinubu's directive to boost community policing, strengthen internal security, and expand the police manpower base. According to the PSC, applicants for the general duty cadre must hold O-level qualifications, so that at least 5 credits, including English and mathematics, obtained in no more than 2 sittings. Those applying for the specialist cadre must have a minimum of 4 credits, trade test certifications, and at least 3 years of relevant experience. The mass recruitment drive is one of the government's major steps towards improving security across the country. Dr. Anosike, 94,000 new recruits into the service forces. Police, 50,000, Army, 14,000, NSCDC, Navy, and all of that. What are we going to do with these people? How will it change the face, face of insecurity?
Well, the truth is that even 1 million intakes will not change anything in the country.
Oh, why do you think so?
We are a population of over 220 million.
Okay.
And according to UN standard, it is 1 policeman for 400 people.
Okay.
Now we don't have up to 1 million policemen in a country of over 200 million. So this number is going. It's like dropping a needle inside an ocean. So it's not really going to change anything. And again, it is people who are very, very desperate, who have not, maybe those who have looked for a job for so many years, will say, okay, let me now go into this. Not that they really want to defend
Nigeria.
Nigeria. So that's why I say that the sons and daughters of these the elites should show an example by enlisting. Understand me?
No, I don't get it. What do you mean?
The sons and daughters of these governors, of these ministers, should be at the forefront. Understand me?
It's a matter of choice, must they?
They should motivate others. Understand me? In Israel, the son of Benjamin Netanyahu is in Israeli army. So when Israel now want to recruit, his own son is there. Understand? So he's not recruiting that to go and kill other people's children. So there's nothing wrong. I'd
like for you to hold on to your line of thought. There's an incoming call. Let's just take it for 1 minute. Hello, good evening, and thanks for calling in. Okay, unfortunately, we lost that call. So land on your thought.
So as I said, if the children of the governors, the ministers, and even or the president join the army, join the police, it will motivate others. Understand me? So there's nothing wrong if Sheikh Tinubu joins the Nigerian army.
I think it's a matter of choice. But let me ask you, do you know the number of generals in Nigeria that have their sons pass through NDA and enroll and enlist in Nigerian army?
Do you know their names? I say the names of governors, ministers. Okay. I'm not talking about generals.
You're not talking about generals.
I say the son of Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel.
Dr. Nosike, it's a matter of choice.
No, they should need.
Okay, which other country has its...
When I'm not seeing them, you cannot tell me to bring my own children.
Which other country's president has his son in the army?
You cannot tell me to bring my own children while your own children are in America. Understand? But if you are a governor or you are a minister and your children are there, I will be encouraged that to bring my own.
Okay.
Because at the other time, I heard that I read on the social media that there could be forced enlistment.
Yes.
I read that. But if the children of the governors, ministers, and even president are joining, other parents will say, okay, go, because the president's son is also there.
Okay.
So,
all right. Now, Dr. Nosike, I get your drift. Now, a lot of Nigerians are asking why we are pushing this recruitment, 14,000 or 20,000 into the Nigerian military. Now, they are asking questions. Does it look like the present crop of troops that we have been overwhelmed by insecurity?
One, I want to say, they are not motivated.
Okay.
Both from, I visited barracks.
Okay.
I know the living condition of Nigerian soldiers. So they are not motivated, they are not well taken care of.
Okay, so this new group, this new 24,000 or 14,000 that we want to recruit, what will change?
Nothing will change. That's why I say it's people who are very, very desperate that will go.
No, now, how does that fit into the fight against terror, against insecurity? If we have soldiers who are in the battlefront, and by the time they are trying to overpower the terrorists and insurgents, they get an order to stop firing, to come back. Now, Nigerians are asking, these new people that you want to recruit, are you going to give them new brief that you didn't give the old ones to go to the theaters of war and decimate the terrorists? So what will change?
One, if you go to the barracks and see how soldiers are living in there, understand? Even if they promise paying you 1 million a month, you will not want to.
Exactly my point.
Understand?
So this effort, is it in futility?
That's why I say it is people who are very, very desperate.
Now, these desperate people, what brief is the military going to give them before pushing them to the battlefront that they have not given the present crop of troops?
That's why when I told you that nothing is going to change,
okay,
it will just be business as usual. They want to give impression
that they are doing something.
Honestly, because America is watching.
Okay.
So they want to give the impression that we are ready to stop this insurgent.
Okay, like America is on our neck.
Akpabio,
the Senate president.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Anosike, 30 seconds for your concluding thoughts. We are out of time.
Well, the obedience are still strong, but waiting for direction from P to B. Understand? Then, for the enlistment that's in the Nigerian Army Police, governors, presidents, ministers should lead first. Understand? Their children should be at the forefront.
Okay.
Understand me? Their children should be at the forefront. And when their children are there, other parents can send their own.
Okay,
children.
When their children are there, other parents. Well, it's interesting to note that that's Dr. Anosike's position. Now, opinions expressed here are not those of the TV station, but those of the analysts. This is where we have to draw the curtain on political lens. I've been speaking with Dr. Peter Anosike, philosopher, journalist, business consultant, and political affairs analyst. I must say a very big thank you to you, Peter.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your presence. And I hope that we can do this some other time. Now, on behalf of the backroom staff, technical director, bus manager, sound engineer, and ingest manager, I am Chukwuma Okoro. Up next is Issues with Nena Ndimdi Oto. Today is Friday. Thank God today is Friday. I'm off. I'll see you again on Monday, 8 o'clock on the morning show. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and play responsibly.
The red carpets, awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour as they hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
This is African News on Voice of the People Television, where we don't just bring you the news, we bring you Africa's heartbeats, the policies that shapes our world, and the economy that determines our future. African News on Voice of the People Television. Stay with us.